If you ever want to kill a couple hours, go on to Reddit. There's a passive income subreddit, and you can see things like, be honest with me, is print on demand dead or oversaturated? Is it worth trying? And you can scroll through and you can see a bunch of answers here. Some people are saying yes, some people are saying no. So in my video here, I'm going to actually answer this question. And I'm going to start off by saying, yes, print on demand is oversaturated. However, I have 5 tips for you so you can combat that reality. So the first piece of advice I've got is to lower your expectations. And I think we sometimes get into trouble because we'll go onto sites like Reddit, it could be Quora, or it could be Facebook pages where people post their monthly earnings. So here's just an example. Curious about what people make on average from merch by Amazon. And so as we scroll on down, we can see some people have said, month's income is $170. This guy's got $245. This guy's got $544. How about all the people that have earned no money? $2, $5. It's rare that somebody would post that, right? So a lot of people, I'm not saying they're bragging, there's nothing wrong with this, but like I regularly earn more than $1,000 a month. And when I see people comment in YouTube that that's completely impossible, it's like, well, just go on to Reddit. There's other people that are earning more than $1,000 a month, right? Here's actually one guy who's earned $4.35. Good on you. You're probably just getting started, and that's good too. So there's lots of different ranges here. There's lots of different earnings, and you can probably make $1,000 a month, but it takes a lot of time. It's not passive. Tip number 2 is to look at smaller niches. So here I've got a pretty basic example of where sometimes the wheels fall off when we're doing niche research. People will type in things like teachers. These are Redbubble sellers, right? You're looking at this and you're going, well, I'd like to make teacher designs. 662,000 results. And then people give up. Artists go, well, that's a full niche. But that's not how a customer is actually going to search for something on Redbubble. So the next time you're going to buy something on Redbubble, or you have a friend who's going to buy something on Redbubble, ask them to look for something and you watch them in real time. A teacher is going to often do this. How about funny, teacher funny, 348,000 results. Now, if I'm searching for something, I'm going to say, okay, that's too many results. Yes, I can scroll through, or I can refine my search as a customer. So maybe I'm teaching like autistic kids, right? So that's 12,000 results. That's way less results. Now I'm just using this as an example as we get less and less results, right? How about inspirational teacher quotes? When we look at that, there's 17,665 results. But what is the teacher teaching? How about inspirational biology teacher quotes? 1,963. See the difference there? Inspirational teacher quotes is still relatively meaningless because most people don't just identify as a teacher. They identify as a type of teacher, substitute teacher, biology teacher, physics professor, whatever it may be. So you got to think, what is the client going to be searching for? Tip number 3 is to look at micro niches that are so small, there may not be any results in them yet. So here's an example where we're going to drill down to virtually 0. Type in funny baseball into Redbubble and you get back 58,000 results. That's a lot of results. But what if you added in a city name? So here's funny baseball Toronto, for example. There's only 155 results. And a lot of these, I mean, no offense, but they're not that great. Like this one's about science. It has really nothing to do with baseball. Now, the common complaint that I get is, yeah, there's only 155 results, but that's because nobody's searching for that exact keyword. And that may be true. So what you would want to do is try like 4 or 5 designs in a micro niche and then see if anything sells. The next night or the next weekend, put up 5 more in another micro niche. Eventually something will sell. And then you sell one, well then make more of that one because somebody somewhere has validated that that's a legitimate niche. So it's an idea if you want to stay away from the larger niches. I do roll my eyes a bit when people comment that there's absolutely no opportunity anymore in print on demand. So I'm going to give you a quick example. Tip number 4 is to make your designs better. And there's really 4 ways that you can make your designs better. You can do better graphics. You can make your graphics better with fonts. You can make your designs better with placement inside the actual t-shirt or the actual coffee mug or whatever the product is. or you can tag your designs better. So I'm just going to show you a very basic example, and I'm not trying to pick on any individual artist or any individual design, but this is just an example. I typed in the most random thing here on Redbubble, log rolling. I'm from Canada, so you stand on a log. I've never done this, by the way, but you stand on a log with two people and you try to, one of them falls off the log. Okay, so log rolling is like a sport activity. So I'm going to scroll on down here and I'm going to see there's this sticker over here and it says turners don't age. I'm just going to pop open the sticker. Turners don't age better. Sorry, what's happening here? The name of it is actually turners don't age. They just get better. But you'll notice the font is very hard to read. They just get better. This sticker is never going to be purchased by anyone because they can't read the white font. It looks great though on a t-shirt. It's the exact same design. I just picked a different product. Turners don't age, they just get better. There's an opportunity right here. The sticker's not good. You could do this exact design and make it a better, well, not the exact design. Obviously you don't want to steal it, save your angry letters, but I'm saying you could improve on the design. You could make a similar design in the similar niche. And in this one with log rolling, there's only 194 results. All right, the fifth and final tip is to look for new opportunities. Don't just go onto Redbubble and do keyword searches and just see what's available for listings. Actually think about what's real world demand. So I've just got some ideas, and I also want to highlight some ideas that don't really work that well as well. So the first one here, I'm on Yahoo News, and this is just the national conversation that's happening. You're going to see a lot of murders, a lot of COVID stuff, a lot of financial news, a lot of politics news. I'm personally not interested in any of that stuff, so I don't recommend that because it's too incendiary, and unless you're really passionate about it, it can be very depressing to be making anti-Republican stickers or anti-Democrat stickers. And if you're into that, great. I'm not going to slam you for that. But I'm just saying if you're not into that, it's not a very fun ride. Another way you can look for trends is to go onto Google Trends. And Google Trends is pretty neat. You just type in a search term and then you can see how it trends over time. And there are things like the year in search 2021. You can just scroll down and you can see what people actually Googled. So I prefer using Google Trends, and I prefer looking to local news instead. Another idea is just ask yourself, what do you actually watch on something like Netflix, for example, or Hulu, or Prime Video, whatever it may be. Now, I'm not suggesting that you start taking advantage of, trademarked items and you start uploading, Disney plus Boba Fett t-shirts. I'm not talking about that at all. But for example, Ozark is a super popular show on Netflix. And by the way, if your ears perk up when I said the word Ozark, don't worry, there's no spoilers in this YouTube video. But at the time of this, the final seasons come out on Netflix. I watched it, I binged it, I loved it. So what I would recommend is, okay, I'm passionate about Ozark. I like that TV show. There's 4,800 results. Are there things I can take advantage of that fans of the show would like? So for example, here's the Blue Cat Lodge and Marina. It's like a logo. Well, you could certainly make something similar to this if it's not a real place. You could also do, Missouri Belle Casino if it's not a real place, if it's not trademarked. Here's just a straight up retro looking hotel sign or, parks sign that just says Ozark National Forest. That would be public domain, generally speaking. This is just a funny one. I'm rednecker than you. Another one here is the National Forest in that area, right? So it's like a camping decal. I love this one, the Snell Family Farm, Ozark Lakes, Missouri. That's not a real place, right? Now, yes, you would check for trademarks, and yes, you would check to make sure that you're not ripping off somebody's trademark designs. But this is a great opportunity where you can take advantage of the show by doing fan art that's not trademarked, but it is representative that fans would like. I think one of the real lessons in this video and in print on demand in general is that it's not passive income. You have to put in the time, you have to put in the talent, and you have to put in the effort in order to get results. I really hope you found this video helpful. My intention in this video is to give you the real truth that yes, print on demand is saturated. Is it oversaturated? In some areas, yes, but there are certainly opportunities in the print-on-demand world. I'm living proof of it, and I hope that you will be as well. Thank you so much for watching. Here's another video on how you can supercharge your print-on-demand journey.